1 and 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. 3, 2. A little burp there from the coffee. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, Redskins Nation on Comcast Sportsnet. Check it out Sunday night, 10:30, right here on CSN. My Life 365 with Ron Thompson. It's a great look at some of the area's most outstanding athletes and famous athletes this week. Number 81, Art Monk. My Life 365. And here he is, number 47, sporting yet another new look.
Well,
What's up?
I was not trying to go for a new look.
Okay.
I was going to continue to grow the hair long, but it had been blonde.
Yes.
And then it had been dyed to brown.
Right.
But then faded to red.
Faded to red.
So I went to dye it brown again.
Yes.
Left the dye in too long, and now it's black.
Has anybody told you that this could be damaging to your hair and potentially lifelong damage to your hair by doing all this?
I have no concern for lifelong damage.
No.
I was sitting in the cafeteria yesterday morning at my own table and was ignored for 15 to 20 minutes before anyone noticed that it was actually me.
They thought it was somebody else?
Yeah. They thought
How
that
could
we
they miss you?
I kind of sat there quietly and I went unnoticed. I've had a lot of look-like comments, though.
Like who? Who do you look like?
The lead singer for Green Day, I've heard.
Okay, I could see that. You probably got him beat by about 100 pounds, but... Nah, but you're a well-conditioned athlete. You know, these guys are waif-like, most of these guys.
Yeah, he is very waif-like.
Yeah.
Eddie Munster.
Eddie Munster a little bit? Yeah.
I've heard the guy from American Idol, Adam.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I do know who you mean, but that for some reason, that just does not strike me as a guy that you'd be compared to. For many reasons.
I'm just telling you what I've heard.
Many reasons, but I will not talk about it.
Lifestyle choices aren't in comparison here.
All right, so you're back because last week we had a debacle. The first mistake by Charlie Broyhill in over a week, and he had some of the games messed up. And you, as I said during Larry Weissman's segment, you're a stand-up guy. I gave you the 2 games that were wrong, which would have given you the win. And you were a big man, and you said, no, I want to earn it.
Well, those could have went either way.
They could have gone either way.
We could have picked them anyway. There was no real definite
Right.
winner.
But I thought, since it was my responsibility to make sure I had this right.
So we carry our bet on into
Okay. So if you win this week, you will host a show next Friday.
That's right.
All right? Maybe you'll host it anyway.
But if I lose,
you'll host a show next
I'll host with a dyed black mustache.
Okay. I'll buy that. All right. That's good.
Black hair, black mustache.
As long as the hair is there, that's fine. You're going to grow it how long? Mullet style? Mullet length?
Well, this is a little inside information, but I was asked by the owner to grow it long.
To grow it long.
He said that's me.
Okay, that's you. Okay,
So
we'll see.
it's going. But if I dye it again, I'm worried that it'll start to fall out.
I would be worried about that if I were you, believe me. Now, one thing Chris had, on a serious note, he had the Chris Cooley Art Show that was going to happen November 30th for a variety of reasons that's been postponed until a later date. So if you had planned on going to bid on some of his art, you can still do it, but not November 30th at the Ritz. That event has been postponed. So with that, having that been said, time to pick the games on a Crop Metcalf fan-friendly Friday. All right? Here we go. Steelers at Chiefs. This is a toughie.
Who's going first?
You can go first.
I'll go first. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Well, that's great. I'll take the Steelers as well.
All right, good job.
Colts at the Ravens. Now, this is a good game. This is a physical Ravens defense. The Colts coming off a game that, by all rights, they probably should have lost that game if Belichick had made the right decision and punted that ball away. People still talking about that. At Baltimore, who do you pick?
Well, I think Belichick was saying that he was not going to be able to stop Peyton Manning if he gave him the ball back.
Right.
So I'm going to say that the Ravens will also not be able to stop.
I'm going to pick the Ravens to beat the Colts. Okay? 49ers at Packers. Packers coming off a huge win over the Cowboys. They spanked them pretty good. And Packers at home. Who do you like?
I like Green Bay. It's getting cold up there.
I'm taking Green Bay, too.
They're a good football team. They got to show up, though. Sometimes Packers don't show up.
Yeah, Bills at Jaguars. Bills have an interim head coach. A lot of talk about their situation. They let their coach go. Jaguars playing better than some expected. I got to go with the Jaguars.
I have to. I like Maurice Jones-Drew.
Let's not jump around here. Falcons at the Giants. Falcons coming off a loss. The Giants their defense is beginning to show major holes, but they are at home. Who do you like?
I'm going to pick with my heart this week.
Your heart, not your head.
And I'm going to say that we're going to win the next 2 games.
Right.
The Giants are going to lose the next 2 games, and we're going to move into 2nd place in our division.
Cooley, you're an optimist. I will take the Giants at home beating the Falcons. Saints at Buccaneers. Saints have that unbeaten streak. The Buccaneers are struggling. So, who do you like? here's a great. It's a barn burner. Browns and Lions, two of the most dynamic franchises in the league right now. Browns and Lions.
This should be the
Monday
night game.
Golly, I mean, who do you take there?
I'm going to go with the Lions.
I'm going to go with the Lions, too, at home, on the strength of being at home. Mangini doesn't look like he's going to make it. Seahawks at Vikings. Boy, Vikings are playing so well right now. Brett Favre looks like he can continue this streak through the year.
I'm taking Brett.
I'm taking Brett as well. Cardinals at the Rams. Now, again, this is a pretty obvious game here, Cooley. What do you think?
The Rams are playing better.
You think?
I still think the
I'm
Cardinals.
going with the Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals win.
Jets at Patriots.
The Rams almost beat the Saints.
Do you believe that Rex Ryan was crying in front of the team last week? I read that somewhere, that Rex Ryan, the coach of the Jets, actually broke down in tears. Have you ever had a coach cry in front of you?
I
mean,
do not remember having a coach cry because of a football game.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably personal things that have happened or things that have happened, but
He cares.
he cares a lot.
He cares deeply.
Well, he's going to be crying on Sunday. I'm taking the Patriots, okay? What about you?
Jeez.
He's thinking
I
about the
like
Jets.
the Patriots because they're at home.
Now,
And
here's
they
the
got to bounce back.
Chargers at Broncos. The Redskins play the Chargers' final game of the regular season. The Broncos coming off a loss at FedEx Field. Back home, Mile High City, where the air is thin. Is the air really thin up there?
I didn't notice when we played there, but I'm from
But you're
The
naturally
mountain area.
acclimated. Your body probably.
higher white blood cell count.
Is that what it is?
No big deal for me.
You're such a great athlete. Chargers at Broncos. Who do you like?
I'm going to take Denver.
I am too. I think.
Are you really? I
Yeah.
was going to go opposite you there, but
Bengals at Raiders. The Bengals are like the darlings of the league right now, and they're a pretty good football team. They really are. I mean, Denver had beaten them earlier in the year.
I don't even think we need to talk about this.
All right, Bengals. Here's a toughie, and I'll tell you right now: Eagles at Bears. I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears, and I'm going with my heart, not my head. There, I think the Eagles will beat them, but I want to see the Eagles lose so badly. Redskins' next opponent, obviously next Sunday. I'm taking the Bears.
I just don't like the Bears. I think Jay Cutler is going to continue to throw
Okay,
interceptions.
so you're taking the Eagles. Okay,
Eagles
that's
are going
fine.
to get him a bunch of different looks. I don't want the Eagles to win this game, but I think
Titans at Texans. The Titans running back Chris Johnson's just incredible performance so far this year. He had 100 yards receiving, 200 yards rushing last week. Going to Texas.
they're going to lose this week, though.
I'll take the Titans.
I'm going to take the Texans.
I'll take the Titans.
Texans are a good football team.
And we are going to Texas as well, Chris Cooley.
And we are going to get a big win.
A big W. I appreciate it, buddy.
This has been fun.
Okay, and next week Chris will be sporting yet another hairstyle.
No,
Another
well,
hairstyle.
maybe.
Maybe. You would never go back blonde. It's just too much fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough to go back to blonde. I would like to go back to normal, to be honest with you. Just longer.
Folks, appreciate you watching Redskins Nation. Thank Crop Metcalf for bringing you a fan-friendly Friday each and every Friday. Thank you to the Pride of Good Counsel High School, Doug McKinney. And Doug McKinney's Good Counsel team taking on DeMatha, I understand, in the WCAC Championship game. Go Good Counsel. Sorry,
I'm going to take
Westbrook.
DeMatha.
You're going to take DeMatha. I know, it's Westbrook School. Thanks to Charles Broyhill and Phil Alza. Folks, thank you for watching Redskins Nation. Have a great weekend. We'll see you here on Monday.